Okay, sometimes when you're doing experiments that involve dissolving substances, you'll hear the pupils say, oh, the salts disappeared into the water, or the sugars disappeared, rather than using the correct word dissolved. And sometimes for pupils that can be quite hard to understand, the difference between dissolved and disappeared. Using this simple example, it can hopefully help pupils understand the process of dissolving. So what I've got here is some peas, and they can help to represent water. So you can think of these as the water particles in when you go to dissolve a solid into the liquid water. And what we've also got here is some sand, and this can help to represent the sugar, or say the salt, that you're dissolving into the water. However, it doesn't have to just be a solid. It could be something like the food colouring that you maybe saw on a video earlier. If I take the sand here and put it into this cup, obviously the layers are going to rise up, and I've deliberately made them so that the two different materials, the peas and the sand, are approximately the same height, but you could get the pupils to measure the height of the sand and the peas. So they're approximately, say, 1 centimetre up from the bottom of the cup there. Now you might think if you pour one onto the other that they would add up, so 1 centimetre plus 1 centimetre makes 2 centimetres in height. But of course, what a lot of the pupils will predict before you even do this is that that doesn't quite happen, because the sand is small enough to fit between the peas. And so if I give that a little shake around, the sand fits in between the spaces of the peas, and so it can help to understand how dissolving happens. The particles fit in between the water, and so it dissolves into it. It hasn't disappeared, because they can still see the sand in amongst the peas, which represent the water. And if you give it a good enough shake, you should find that it doesn't add up to the total height that the pupils maybe predicted to start with. So it's quite a simple way of demonstrating dissolving and helping pupils understand that dissolving and disappearing aren't the same thing.